read the description of the broadcast as well. It's quite brief tonight. It's not really a long one. Then for those of you who know the tradition very well, after that you should like it. And if possible for you, copy the link of the video and share it. So your friends and your not so friendly friends and tell them that Maiyegun is live. It's back. So this is just going to be a closing update on what happened today. Like I did this afternoon, right? We should always remember today, the 20th of October. Every 20th of October should be remembered as the day that the APC, Ebekegbe-led government in Nigeria, ordered their soldiers to shoot at armless, peaceful Nigerians protesting and demanding for an end to police brutality in Nigeria. Rather than end the police brutality, they unleashed even heavier force on them. Hundreds of them were slaughtered. At the end of the day, right, justice continued to be denied. So 50 years running, those who perpetrated that massacre against Nigerians, some of them are now, they are still in power, while they are walking free, no prosecution, no investigation, no nothing. Nigeria. So in that same breath, this period also marked over 10 years since the APC, Ebekebe, launched their state-coordinated, state-sponsored terrorist attack against the Igbos due to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's advocacy for Biafra. And since then, it's been, injustice after injustice, disobedience of court order after disobedience of court order. And they seem to probably have taken the control of the issue in their mind until now, when other Nigerians have seen through their entire lies and charade, and they are demanding for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria is a place where terrorists are jailed. Terrorists are paid while activists are jailed. It is Nigeria where you have the government spend a huge amount of money on defense for security, and yet the more they spend on security, the more insecurity, increases. And they also live in denial as well. So they have kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and many others in illegal detention that prompted today's protest. And as usual, the Nigerian government, they quickly got, probably scared enough that they militarized the entire Abuja, blocked roads, shot some other parks and all these places. And they started shooting like war-ready kind of situation. So in the process, they arrested some of the protesters, including the one of the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is Aloy Jimako, as well as a brother of Mazi himself, were both arrested at the beginning of the protest. But the protest went on because people defied all the threats. They regrouped in different places, and they still got the message home. So tonight, we are going to have a recap, or should I say a roundup, and then bear it in mind what is going to be next. You get to know that obviously on the program. So as you are joining us, please remember, it's the simplest thing to do, I promise you. Take a moment, like the broadcast, and you can do everything throughout the next hour or two. And if time permits us as well tonight, we will take calls because there should be reactions, especially from those of us who have been following this development. So from where we stopped this afternoon is where we're going to continue this hour. And that is the needless violent attack on the protesters. You see, Onofunuga, which is the spokesperson for Tifnumbu, immediately went on his own Twitter, by the way, X, to go and advocate for, the sanction against Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. We are going to get to that. But for those who didn't join us earlier today, this should be your own recap. How the Nigerian police attempted to kill peaceful protesters again. And afterward, went on TV to deny it all. So the first part, when they were shooting protesters.
They are shooting tear gas. They are shooting tear gas. Cowards. Bastards. They are shooting tear gas. Cowards. Cowards. That's the worst they can do. That's the worst they can do. Tear gas. Kill us. They are shooting tear gas. That's the worst they can do. These are cowards. These are cowards. Gas now water. Tear gas now skincare. The Nigerian government needs to be aware that the citizens are no longer scared. They are now aware of our rights, and we will exercise it to the fullest. We cannot be intimidated. We cannot be silenced. We are saying today, October 20, 2025, free Nnamdi Kanu. If you can hold meetings with bandits and so as should be for kidnappers and killers, why are you holding on to Nnamdi Kanu? Where do now use the brokers too? Tinubu! What are you doing? No retreat, no surrender. We are not stopping. The goal is a Sowore. We are going there as citizens, not as terrorists. Well, my brother. We are going there to tell the president our mind. And that is no free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu. So the outside guys, the outside for the free Nnamdi Kanu protest. Yes, we have rights to advocate. We have rights to protest. We cannot allow them to silence our voices. Dissenting voices are allowed.
Look at them. Police are shooting us. Oh. Look at them. Useless people. They are shooting us. Look at them. They have started again. Look at this. Senate President, National Assembly, free Nnamdi Kanu now. We need freedom. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. There they come. They are shooting again. Gonna run, oh. Where they go? Where they go begin shoot live? Useless police. I say, let's see, we put ground. Eh? Free Nnamdi Kanu. You don't be bandit. Hey, how far now? Kanu now. Yes, so. On the camera. Yes, so. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu. My brother, free Nnamdi Kanu. Let's go. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu. My brother, free Nnamdi Kanu. 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 No. They cannot break us. They cannot break us. They follow us. These people, the next thing where they go do now is to begin shoot live bullets. They shot me on my thighs already. I'm injured. You don't injured? Yes, no. I'm injured. Look at my leg. I'm injured. Look at what they did to my leg. Look at my leg. Hey, sorry. Sorry.
What happened? Na tear gas?
Yes.
What?
Na tear gas. Tear gas.
Now wow.
Look at what they did to my leg.
What? Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was my coordinator JSS chapter, but his time has expired. So Nnamdi Kanu free Nnamdi Kanu right now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Who again? Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
Let's say that they did Apo. They're not there again though. They did. Oh mama, I don't start.
I be thinking we get together with themselves.
Free Nnamdi Kanu, and let us actually focus on something else. Do you get what I mean now? Free Nnamdi Kanu, because Nigeria is already enmeshed in serious monumental crisis, right? That keeping Nnamdi Kanu the way they have done and what they are actually like pulling, it's never going to make it easier for APC, that contraption, especially when things are already getting to the boiling point, that you see all those people that you are seeing now mentioning Nnamdi Kanu, right? Publicly screaming his name, free him now, release him. There are those, you know what I mean? Like there are those who, before now, they won't say that in public, simply because people have been so gaslighted. But now they are seeing the true picture of the criminals who are telling them that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, unable to prosecute him, disobeying court order, but at the same time, making the news headlines every day of how they are having peace meeting with terrorists. So all these are no longer making sense. So the good thing about it is that, right, a lot, I mean, millions more are going to be screaming the name of Nnamdi Kanu. And every day from now on, every day they are keeping him. This is no longer about IPOB or being Igbo and what have you anymore. So it has now gone mainstream. Going mainstream simply means they are going to add Nnamdi Kanu to other frustrations that Nigerians have been subjected to under the APC. The fact that they are now realizing that they can't protest in a democracy, right? You can't protest under APC, except the gatherings that they sanction themselves. They don't. And they are still very much kind of like lucky, because Nigerians don't have that full kind of like a knowledge of protest, especially this day and time in the modern day protests. When you are dealing with dictators like that, tyrants like that, lawless group of people like that, you have to get yourself so prepared. What do I mean by that? You get what is called the protest gears. And they are getting there, by the way. Protest gears include having the gas mask. Yeah, having the gas mask, right? Enough people, it doesn't have to be everybody. Or other alternatives of reducing the effect of their canisters. But the most potent sort of like approach is when the number is massive. So it wasn't just in Nigeria today. There were those who did their own solo protest outside Nigeria. There are those who also did their own small group protest to raise awareness. Nobody will do a worldwide protest, free this person, or a terrorist. No. And when the government, the criminal government sponsoring insecurity in that contraption for their own political advantage or for their own political gain, because it is in chaos that APC, Egbekegbe, seems to derive their power. In chaos. That's why they unleashed terrorism on Nigeria to gain power. They gained power, they couldn't end it. Rather, they decided to weaponize it by monetizing it, industrializing terrorism in Nigeria, where terrorists are being pardoned, activists are being jailed. So the message is all over the place. It's not just in Nigeria. This was in Toronto, I believe, in Canada, today as well, this morning.
We want it.
Now.
Nigeria, free Nnamdi Kanu now.
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 What do we want now?
Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
What do we want now?
Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
What do we want now?
Free Nnamdi
What
Kanu
do we
now.
want from Nigeria?
Free Nnamdi Kanu
What do
now.
we want from Nigeria?
Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
No one will associate with terrorism in the countries that some of us reside in the world. The criminals in Nigeria that are pampering terrorists, persecuting activists, believes in their own rhetoric. They believe in their own sort of like their own theory. But the rest of the world doesn't. And that is why they have to release him. It's like they have overplayed their hands. Because you didn't get the results you wanted from your own court. You decided that, you know what, no, we are going to retry it again. That's the problem. And that's exactly what this person had to remind the supposed said, I believe, employees of Nigerian embassy in New York. It's the same message. You can't continue to call this one prosecution. It's no longer prosecution. It is a pure persecution. And in fact, Nigerian government and their agents have committed serious, heinous crime in their efforts to try to legitimize this terrorism they brought upon Nigeria. So if they are investigated, if Nigerian government and their agents are investigated, you realize that hordes of them would actually end up either in jail or they will be waiting for the young man's news for what they have done if they are investigated. And somebody needs to keep reminding the world in this manner.
For our constituency, which we belong, because power belongs to the people. Ahmed Bola Asiwaju, you are our president by election, if that is actually the case. But I know that the election and the electoral system in Nigeria is also rigged. So we want to send a clear message to you.
Yes.
That we, the concerned
Nigerians,
are awake and are alive to our responsibility. To speak truth to power. You are a criminal president. You are a criminal president, and it's been confirmed by the United States of America. So if you still have an iota of dignity, set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. What do you want? Freedom. For Mazi
Nnamdi Kanu.
What do you want?
Freedom.
For Mazi
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom.
Nnamdi Kanu.
When?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Freedom for?
Nnamdi Kanu.
When do you want it?
Now.
Asuwaju Kanu, give freedom to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. He is a prisoner of conscience.